Jimmy Page was heavily influenced by American blues and rockabilly music. Early American blues and rockabilly music inspired many British bands, including the Rolling Stones, Eric Clapton, the Kinks, and Pink Floyd. Rock music is a result of this fusion, blues turned up to 11. Whole Lotta Love is in the key of E major. Blues music often uses a major chord progression with a blend of major and minor notes played over the top. Whole Lotta Love is typical of a blues-influenced 1-4-5 progression. At its heart, it's a major chord progression, though it gets mixed with some minor intervals. In Whole Lotta Love, the key of E minor is suggested by the use of the D note in the intro, which is a minor 7 interval, and also the minor scale melodies used by the vocal and guitar later in the song. There are not many notes in the Whole Lotta Love riff. The ones that are used are pretty juicy. The notes in the riff are E, which is the root. We see the E used as the root and octave of the E5 power chord, and also as the open low E pedal tone. We also have the perfect fourth, which is A, and the perfect fifth, which is B. The riff starts on the perfect fourth with a grace note before sliding quickly to the perfect fifth. Both are pretty agreeable intervals in the key of E major or E minor. So far we have the same intervals that you would find at the heart of a classic 1-4-5 blues progression. The other note used in the intro riff is a D, which is a minor 7 interval. One of the signatures of the blues is the sound of the dominant 7 harmony. Dominant 7th chords have an unfinished sound that we now associate with the blues genre. This sound could also be expressed as a dominant 7th scale or the Mixolydian mode, which is a major scale with a minor 7 in place of a natural 7. The minor 7 interval used in the dominant 7th chord wants to be resolved, causing tension. In the Whole Lotta Love riff, Jimmy Page uses the minor 7th interval to add a cool tension and release feel to the end of the riff that makes it want to resolve back to the E5 power chord and start the riff again. You can see the same approach in songs like Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix, also You Really Got Me by the Kinks, Cocaine by Eric Clapton, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, and Holy Diver by Dio. Another signature sound of the blues comes from playing quarter note bends. In this case, the minor 7, D, is bent a quarter tone, putting it between a major 7 and a minor 7. It's being used to suggest and then begin the movement back towards the root. The riff uses a repeated note on the open low E string between the E5 power chord. Anytime you have a repeated note that you're playing against, you are said to be using a pedal tone, pedal point, or simply pedaling. The term comes from pipe organ players playing bass notes with their feet on floor-mounted pedal keyboards.